go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. They were ready for the air attack. Reads them. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Experiencing KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Parries the attack. Caught in the crossover. Jumps and hits him with a stopping block. Jackson hits a good spot and use the super. Finishing blow off the Cyclone Lariat. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. A parry? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Smart play with the throw. Tries to test him out with the arc stance. Going in, fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Slides and goes for the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has a target locked and scoop. No escaping that. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Blocks the cross-up. Good read. Sprints in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Ooh, what a smart play! Player 1 can't set up with the jump-in. Lariat! Keeps him out. Throw is denied. What a read! Turning it right up with the super. Damn! Just look at the damage. There's the soup with the lariat. Knocked him out of the air. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Shoots their shot. Hits that with confidence. Noticeable life lead. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that SF6. Oh, hits the critical arc. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while the damage plays out. Player 2 can't use it. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Any mistake here, it is over. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Easily escapes. Player 2 has the life lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? A little too greedy there. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Well-timed corner switch. No more drive gauge. Decides to meet them in the air. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Good experiencing burnout. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Looking to plan him with the power. It's too much. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Player 2 with the life lead. Backs them into the corner. Denies the attack and... it's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Dashes forward, gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Player 1, Bushin beats, assaults them from the air. Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Goes for the throw. Going in, barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Double lariat and now we have super hearts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. For us, there's no blocking that. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in for this one. Starts things off with a jump in. Big throws. Slides and goes for the legs. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Sets up with the jump in. With super hearts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player 1 turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. This is a bad situation to be in. Throw test. Connects with the throw. Are we gonna see it? No! Critical art now? This is the kind of move that ends games. Zengi's gonna take off some chunky damage. This quickness finds their spirit with this.
Wrestling is unstoppable. I'm coming.
A jump? Big time lift. What's next? There's a burnout. Player, ooh, take it. Oh, they got him. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The combo's there. Backs them into the corner. Pushes back with a drive reversal. They really don't want to be in the corner. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. From up above, gets the parry in and adds some pressure. The attack is parried. Nice double parry. Keep looking to plant him with a pile. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Uses the parry. Going in, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Oh, burnout triggered! Knockdown and... Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Both fighters planning something? Sneaks in above. Burnout activates. Close range projectile. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still have a super art. That's gonna leave him rattled. No escaping that. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. had the radar up and running. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1 with the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Knockdown. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 is just about out of... Will this super art connect? Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. They break things off to take a quick breather. This stun might mean the end of this round. Not shy with the grab. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Smart play with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Unfazed by the switch and block. Player 1 is dominating this match. KO. This is the final round. They gotta lay it all on the table right here. Checks with a medium kick. Blast them. And how did they read that throw? Jump. Headbutt. Player 1 crowns him from above. Uses the gauge for a super off. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Shakes things up with a fireball. Yoga fire. Oh, yo! Raw super here? Things are looking very bleak, but can they find something? This is the time to believe in your abilities. Noticeable life lead, reversal. Just go for it. Turns out, looking for a hole. Blink distantly does some big damage. What are you jumping in for? Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Pokes with a medium kick. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 with the life lead. No good up high. Down to the wire. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge in. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? With perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to meet them in the air. The jump in catch hits them with a stop and block. Headbutt. Solid combo. The throw misses. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Zones with the fireball. Double lariat and now? Quick breather. Here's a change of sides. Brushes that off and keeps going. Turning it right up with the super. Puts them in the blender and heats the oven. Uses the gauge for a super art. Good decision with that throw. This is a critical moment. Both drive rush. Dangerous range here. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Will they get what a finish? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Parries the attack and... Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Jump in finds the mark. What are they thinking here? Player 1 has the life lead. No good up high. Across a block. Gets a good read on their opponent. Knockdown. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage will this super art connect? Taking stock. The jump in catches them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Checks them with a projectile. Player 2 has the meter lead. Target locked and scoop. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. Drive rush to keep it going. Yoga fire. Jump? Oh, could be the start of something. Lets off a yoga fire. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, the throw connects. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Player Inferno! What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Sticks out a kick. This is gonna hurt. Drive reversal. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Player 1 is gonna brush that off and keeps going. Good awareness on the crosser. Headbutt. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. There's a burnout. And they burn out in sync. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 1 flipping the script with a turnaround super. Both fighters are down to half life. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Looking for a hole. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Yoga arch. They got something in mind. Solid anti-air. Shakes things up with a fireball. Noticeable. Ooh, what a smart throw. I can't believe it. They're in range. Overhead, but it won't work. This is it. The drive impact doesn't work. Drive is giving them food for thought. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Heavy punch sends them flying. Blast! And now, connects with medium kick. Burnout is triggered. Trips them up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. There's a corner switch. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? Knockdown! Deftly shuts out the jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. Just checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Gets the jump in. Taking stock. Parries the attack. That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Goes for the super art. Player 2 looking to plant him with a pile driver. The big play does it. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Yoga fires them. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Jumps up, target locked, and scoop. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and burnout activates. Was no escaping that. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Parries the attack and no good up high. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The jump in is denied. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Taking stock. Uses the parry. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Still slugging it out at this range. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. This is a critical point of the round. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Smart play with the throw. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Solid throw tag. Wrapping it out up close. Player 1 can build off this lead. Yoga fires him. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Teleport. That's gonna rattle them. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opt to create space to start. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Gotta be careful. This can lead to some big damage. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes. Screw power driver. There's no escape. Pokes with a throw is denied. What a read. Crowns them from above. Yoga floats to mess with their head. Both fighters are down to half life. What are they gonna knock them out of the air? Both are ready to pull the trip. Cross that off. Wait till her burnout. Did they mean to do that? Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Clutch, anti-air. Sneaks in above. Still very early in the round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Are they trying to slow down the pace with the projectile? What are they thinking? Who's going to break the silence first? Holds out with the block. Hold your breath. Picture perfect punish counter. Taking stock. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Next hit will end KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Both sides reluctant to get in each other's faces, but who will seize control this round? Parries the attack. Knockdown. Okay, creating some space here. Teleport. That's gonna rattle them. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? What'll happen here? Spends a little drive gauge, but the reversal is blocked. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Oh, burnout triggered. Ooh, you never know what can. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Shows a medium kick. This is gonna hurt. Player one can't use any drive to it. Gotta play it safe. Yoga Inferno to win this fight. One comes off the tank and scores the win. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.